Before I begin, a small disclaimer. What I'm sharing here is not a judgment, not a conclusion, and not me telling anyone what is right or wrong. This is simply my thought process. I have been watching a lot of video by Acharya Prashant, especially his interpretation of the Bhagavad Gita. And I want to be honest, I haven't read Gita fully. I have read parts. I listened to people who have studied it deeply and heard different perspectives. What stood out to me was how different his view is, and strangely, how deeply it resonated with me. Accordingly, so according to how I understood him, the Gita is not really talking about other people or the outer world. It's talking about the self, the I that claims to exist inside this body. Call it ego, call it identity, call it me. That seems to be the central thing the Gita keeps addressing. The idea is simple but uncomfortable. Liberation is not possible without the dissolution of this ego self. One analogy he often uses, and this stays with me, is that of a drama. You are playing a character, but you are not the character. The problem doesn't start with acting. The problem starts when you forget you're acting. When the role becomes so tight, so serious that you start believing this is who I am. And then something interesting happens. You began defending the character, protecting it, feeling threatened on its behalf. But what exactly is this I that feels threatened? When you slow down and look closely, this I seems to be something made mostly out of memory, past experiences, conditioning, what we were told, what we were praised for, and what hurt us once. Things like that. It's like a bundle of reactions pretending to be solid entity. Now, when you look at yourself from a third perspective, um, just like you look at others, you start noticing something strange. Everyone, including you, is part of a system. Everything moves through cause and effect, action, reaction. What you are today is result of countless causes before you, family, culture, desire, time, and whatever you do now becomes a cause for something else. So, in this entire flow, what exactly is this independent personal me that we defend so fiercely? And this is where the ego starts losing its weight. Uh, Not because someone attacked it, not because you tried to destroy it, but because you see through it. The ego survives on importance, on the feeling that I matter separately, that my story is special, that my suffering is unique. But when you really observe, even suffering follows pattern. Even fear has a structure, even desire is borrowed. And seeing this isn't depressing, it's oddly relieving. But if this I is not as real as it feels, then maybe it doesn't need to be constantly protected, fixed, upgraded, or fulfilled. Maybe life doesn't need to be revolving around the center at all. And maybe that's what Gita is really pointing towards. Are not fixing others, not controlling the world, not becoming morally superior, but seeing through this false center we keep calling the self. Not as a belief, not as a philosophy, but as an honest observation. And maybe freedom doesn't come from becoming someone better. Maybe it comes from seeing that someone we have been trying to fix was never really there in the first place. I think this is a good place to pause. If this perspective resonates with you, or if you strongly disagree, I'd genuinely like to hear your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep it respectful. We can go deeper into this in another video. Thank you. Bye.